Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody. Today let's take a look at the Great British Pound, because here's a few moments exist that really provides important information to us. Although we talked about the intraday pattern recently, already said that it might be a bit different performance compared to euro currency, but we also have a few things on the higher time frame, on the daily, on the weekly chart. Initially, right now on the euro currency, you could see that everything goes well with our trading plan. We said about the 3x3, triple two patterns. You said you could take short position based on this pattern with the stop somewhere above the zero. Currently, probably you could move stops to the break-even and see just what will happen, because overall performance develops bearish, and it seems that this godly pattern should become the starting point for a deeper drop on the euro. On the intraday charts, on the Great British Pound, performance very similar. But first, let's take a look at the weekly chart of the cable, and you can see what response we have against major XOP. Market totally ignores it, so it shows a few bounce around it. First pullback was in the first touch on XOP, then it has retested, shows another one, but all this performance, especially the recent one, was very slow. It is not the way how market turns up. It means that we should forget about this big reversal pattern on the British Pound. Actually, we already have some doubts about it, just because when we saw this collapse on the right arm slope, which is not typical for reversal patterns. This already was the first storm crawler of the possible breakout. But performance around the bottom of the right arm just confirms it, and it tells us that currently we should be prepared for taking out of these lows, at least. So this 113 area. In a larger scale, you could just take a look at our recent British Pound analysis that we have prepared, and you will find that there are more extensions on the monthly chart with the deep standing targets. So that's approximately could give you the areas where potentially pound could reach in the medium-term perspective. But in general, at this point, it looks bearish, and the performance that we see here suggests that market should keep dropping. So that's what we have on the weekly. On the daily chart, another moment also seems interesting. It's how market responds to retesting of the lows. If you remember, that was the third free drive pattern that was suggested could be completed with the action above this area, but this hasn't happened. Market wasn't able to actually break it up and reach the minimum target. Also, market has failed some kind of the hand and shoulders that we discussed here as well, and now returns right back to the bottom. But take a look what's going on here. You don't see any bounce. Market forms minor pin consolidation right above the lows. It means that we should get downward breakout maybe today. So it's Wyoming press conference, so we could get the drop. Additionally, on the daily chart now, you easily could recognize the butterfly pattern that also could let you to set the nearest standing targets. So since it will be some kind of the starting of some more extended action, because it stands in relation to the weekly performance as well, butterfly might become just the starting point for the downward action. But still, speaking about the nearest standing targets, you could see that 127 extension stands at 1614. It's probably a target that might be reached today easily. And next one is 1430, so it might be next extension. That's you could stay focused on. Also, this you can see trend line that approximately stands in the same area of 114, 114.30 area. That's two nearest standing targets on the daily chart. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we have the same butterfly that we discussed recently, and it has 1673 first extension, which is actually very close. So 1673, it's 127, 1618, 1617. It agrees with the daily 1614 of the larger butterfly pattern. So if you already have a position, you could keep it, just move stops to the break even. If you do not have it, but you think about taking the short position, that will be your invalidation point, because this is the invalidation point of the butterfly. And if you take a position, you now use the butterfly as a background. And you could keep an eye on the pullback on the hourly chart if it will happen. So take a look. Market now is finalizing minor ABCD pattern here with the OP. It stands precisely at the same level, 1778. So this level actually already has been tested right there, but since market shows the response to it, it's still valid. So appearing of the OP together with the level could trigger some pullback, and you probably could think about using this pullback and sell it. So that's actually what things we have on the cable. Hopefully it might be useful to you in today's session.